This video begins a week of celebrating those who hold it down in the trenches of healthcare, our nurses. The Buzz Podcast and Neteera would like to thank you as we start Nurses Week with 4 voices of industry and technology. We hope you enjoy. Hello, everyone. Mike Mosquito with the Buzz Podcast here, on location this week with Maureen,
Nylene,
and 3 wonderful nurses of healthcare. You may not recognize them as nurses, but you also know them as people of industry. Maureen's a nurse, while she's also running a portfolio for a hospital. Janice is also a nurse. She is also on board with Neteera. Everybody knows this wonderful lady right here. Terry over at Guthrie. We've also got Teresa down at Cook Children's. These nurses of industry are going to be with us to talk about what in their lives impacts them and a little mentor and feedback for those that are coming into industry as nurses. So as we enter Nurses Week, this is a message to you and those that love our nursing community. So ladies, tell me about something. I've got my notes here that I want some questions I want to ask you. What meaningful items do you keep on your workstation for inspiration? Teresa?
I have a little glass nurse, probably this big, from the 1940s. It was my grandmother's. And I look at that periodically because sometimes I forget that I was a nurse. And I use that to remind myself, okay, if I were at the bedside, would this be what I would want to happen? And so I think sometimes just a little something. But that little nurse is about this big. She has her nursing cap on. So cute.
Yeah.
I look at it all the time.
All right. Terry?
So I have a rock that was hand painted by a patient and how she saw nurses. And it has this heart with a hand and how she felt when we were actually caring for her and during her journey. And so I look at that to remind myself that every patient needs our hearts to care and our hands to care for them, and how we do that matters.
That's right.
I actually have a cup. I totally forgot about it until this question came up. It has a little apple on it. And for a very short time early in my career, I had the opportunity to work with Nurses Aid. And after I did the training, they presented me with a cup. And it just, their appreciation for me and what I was doing and teaching them really made such a difference. I actually do keep that cup on my desk every day.
And Maureen, talk to me.
I don't have a sentimental item like that, but I do have a little saying that says, do what you love what you do. And I feel like that is at the heart of what we do. It's all about the love that we can share with someone.
That's beautiful. And it's good that you all have something in some way that grounds you back to being a nurse or being humbling yourself for the job that you have done. It's hard to be a nurse. I'm in this industry. For all of you that don't know, the reason I'm good at what I do in this industry is because of nurses. When I was at McKesson, they taught me, the informatics nurses taught me how to, one, have compassion and care, because sticking technology in doesn't necessarily mean that you care, right? And so I was taught that a long time ago. So I commend all of you that have crossed over to the technical side, because I'll never be a nurse, but you can be a technologist, as we've got 2 sitting CIOs right here with us.